Okay, so I hope like you can also see my screen. Okay, so it is throwing an error. So yesterday, like we have created one validation. So that is why, okay, it is firing that validation. So when you are creating data from anywhere, okay. So let's consider like whether you are creating from normal, okay, manually, or when you are creating data. So from third-party systems like, okay, so data loader. So we are using now, right? Like we will be using dataloader.io. So which is a third party, okay, so which is actually uh, created by MuleSoft, okay, so which is a third party and which is also acquired by Salesforce. Now it is Salesforce product only, but anyways, okay. So if you are just using from third party systems or okay, anywhere, like if you are creating data to this object specifically, okay, so when you have written like any kind of validations, so it will be firing those validations. It will check the data, so whether that data is correct or not, okay. So then it will throw an error like if something is missing, okay, so it is what it is saying, you just try to understand. So it is saying, okay, insert failed. So why? First exception on row 0, first error, and this field custom validation exception. It is clearly mentioned here. So field custom validation. So we have just created custom validation, right? So standard validations which will be there. So now, okay, so yesterday like we created custom validation is patient required. So this is the validation name. Okay, so we have created. So can we check that? Okay, so if you just quickly go to that object. Okay, so this I guess payment object, yeah, payment object. And if you can see like here, so did we have that? This one, okay, so is patient required. So when patient, okay, MD is selected. So this we created yesterday. And what is the formula we have applied here? So it is checking, okay, so whether this patient is available. If this patient is not blank, this means that someone is entering some data to this. And okay, so is patient required should not be false. So if this is a false, it will throw an error, okay, or like this, okay. So if someone is entering this data, okay, so if this is not selected, let me just quickly give anything, so it can have like cash. So let me 2500 and so we have like 1000. Save this, okay. So what it is, okay, throwing, it is throwing an error here, right? Like the same, okay, error message like it is passing from here also. When you create, okay, either from this side or from, okay, coding anywhere, okay, so this validation will be fired. So that you need to, okay, so keep in your mind. So, okay, wherever like you are doing, and it is also mentioning here, like is patient required, the field name also, it is mentioning here, okay. So when you debug that, okay, it will be helpful for us. Anyways, okay, we know, okay, what is the error and what we need to do here, like it should be true. So because we are selecting this, so it is a mandatory, anyways, it is a required one. So if you are giving this information, so this is also required. So based on this field, okay, so it is asking. So if you don't select this, so it will be, okay, either true or false, it doesn't matter. So, but if it is yes, so it will also be true, right? So now again, select the entire code and just, okay, execute, highlight. So now what happened? So we didn't see any error. So that means, okay, successfully, I guess, okay, it created one record. So let me just quickly, okay, how we can just see, okay, don't go to back and okay. So don't try to, okay, so do from there. So directly, okay, so we can just, okay, click place. You can have like multiple options here. You have to just, okay, query editor, select this query editor, and you can write all the fields like which fields you want to check, okay, like this, okay, we are dealing, okay, so we are just discussing multiple times. So this is the object. From this object I want to check all these fields. And okay, so and if you can see like the total, okay, so 8 records like which are available. No, this is for like patient, right? Sorry, I need to check for the payment, okay. So we created payment report, right? Is it payment or patient? Control key. Yeah, it is for patient, okay. So I need to go to patient first. So I have to write query for this patient, okay. So what's this? So for this, okay, payment. So for this payment, okay, select ID name. Uh, these are all the not fields. Okay, it will throw an error. So this is for different object. ID comma name. Let's, okay, just check with these two fields only. So total how many records? Okay, we have like 9 records. Okay, out of which like which one is the latest one? So I guess 10, 11. Is it the someone? Okay, so which we are trying to access. Yeah. So did you see? Okay. So this is the name we have given, right? Like PAE1234. Okay. So and payment mode, like we have given cash, and we have mentioned, okay, so this is mandatory. And okay, so four, like we have given as a patient info, and we have not given these fields. Okay. Payment total to be paid until paid. So which is blank. That is why it is showcasing zero only due to be paid. Okay. So automatically it will consider, okay, so this is auto number. So it will just automatically consider this format, and payment date also, like we have created today, right? So this is the record which is created from backend. Do you agree? Okay, so is it created from front end or back end? From where, like we have created this data?
From backend.
So from backend, right? Okay, so we have, okay, used some sort of coding, and okay, from that coding, so we have just created. So is it tough or simple? Okay, so it is very simple, right? Like, okay, whatever, like the activity like we are doing here, so the same, okay, we are doing over there also. But the thing is, we need to understand of how we have to do that. Okay, so let's consider. Okay, so first you got this, how to do that, control E. So just, okay, I'm just copying. Okay, I'm just sharing this, or you can just take a screenshot so that you can also try, okay, how you can just create, so within the system. So copy this. Okay, so I have copied within the charter. Right, likewise, okay, if I want to create one more record, like how you will create, just quickly tell me. Simple, copy paste only, right? So the first, okay, activity only, it took like around, I took, okay, so 15 minutes to understand, right? But okay, now no need to understand. Okay, simply just change the name, change the label name, that's it. Change the label name, that's it. Okay, just copy paste. Okay, so you need to just consider, like if it is a name, so you have to just mention this. But anyways, like it is auto number, so I don't need to, okay, even consider. So it will just even take the same patient information again, the same, okay, system dot today. Let's consider, okay, I want to give like tomorrow, or okay, so yesterday. So I just need to mention, okay, so system dot today -1. It will go to back. Okay, so it will update with yesterday's date. Okay, so this cache and like this. So this is something. Okay, so I just need to select it, and I just need to do only one thing, is like execute highlighted. So that's it. So can we just, okay, check that record, so whether it is created? So the same query which we have, like select id comma name. So if you want to just check other fields also, you just need to copy paste, control E. So okay, which fields you want to check? Name comma this field comma another field is what, like patient info comma what is the another field? Payment date comma payment mode comma payment mode, and comma payment number. That's it. From which object? This is okay. So you will get all. Okay, so you will get all records along with this new created record also. Previously it was having only 9. Now how many records you can see? 10, right? So 11, 12 also. So this is the latest record. Like if you go back and if you can check that, okay, so it will have like same data only, because we have not modified anything. The same we have given, right? So the same input, okay, you can see over there also. Okay, so likewise, you can create multiple data. So within the system, like from backend also. Okay, so let's stop this, and okay, so let's go back and actual what we are trying to do. So we want to now, okay, create use data to the system. Okay, so I don't want to use code now. Okay, I want to just upload data to Salesforce. Okay, as a use data. Okay, bulk data. So what and all options which we have discussed. Okay, we will be going through two options. One is data loader, the second is data import wizard. Okay, so DIW, someone will call. Okay, so this like DIW, maybe, okay, no calls or somewhere. Okay, they can say like DIW, data import wizard. So you need to understand this is data import wizard. DIW means, okay. So either, okay, you can go with like data loader or data import wizard. So mostly, okay, we prefer data loader, because okay, it will have like more options when compared to data import wizard. But okay, so first, anyways, okay, which is a starting point. So we will start with, okay, so easier, and then we will go, okay, so a little, okay, so critical. So first go to setup. So why we are going to setup? Why we are going to setup? So because, okay, this is the pass, okay, where we have to do entire activity, right? So this is the pass which is given by Salesforce. And here within this, like you need to check what is the data import wizard. Okay, so can you see this like data import wizard? So which is under data management. That means we are creating some sort of data, and okay, so this is the activity, okay, which we will be doing, administrator. So administer data management, and the tool is like data import wizard. So click on this data import wizard. Okay, so now you can see like, okay, multiple objects here, like, okay, so but it is just showcasing, okay, what actually it does. So you can just go through. Okay, so the first step we need to do, so we have to just, okay, do some sort of one more activity that we will be doing now. Okay, but okay, so first three step is like prepare your data for import. Okay, so if you want to import, first we need to prepare the data outside. Okay, so and then we have to choose data import, and then okay, so edit field mappings, and then finally so review start import. Okay, so like this. So these are all options we need to do. Okay, if you want to just import the data. Okay, so these are all, okay, so steps like you need to do, and finally you have to click on launch wizard. Okay, so which tool like we are using? We are using like data import wizard. Okay, so just click on launch wizard. So you can also see, okay, so previously there were no, okay, other like links or videos, but now you can see videos, links also. So if you want to know, understand, okay, how it works. So click on data import wizard. You can see where we are creating data. We are creating data to a single object, right? Okay, anyways, we need to have an object. So first we have to create an object. So then only we can do this activity, because okay, we are uploading data to object only, right? So we have two types of objects. So we have already discussed. One is like standard object. Second is custom object, right? So you can see only like, okay, limited custom objects you can see here, but okay, so but standard object, like also like you can see limited standard objects only. So because data import wizard, okay, which is something, okay, which will work only for a limited activities, not for all. So that is why we recommend data loader mostly, okay, instead of data import wizard. But okay, we just need to understand how it works. Okay, so let's consider if you are working for standard objects, account and contacts. So you just need to click this, and then okay, we'll get the next steps, what you need to do, or leads, solutions, campaigns. Okay, anyways, like we have created custom objects also. Either okay, so you can go with like doctor, patients, certificates, and then okay, hotel rooms, hotel staff. These are all we created, right? So these are all the objects we created. And now okay, if I want to just create payment, okay, so anyways, like we have seen payment, so that is why I'm just using that object only. So click on that. So first step is over. Okay, so you have just selected on which object you want to do this activity. And second, so do you want to create record, or do you want to update that record? Okay, already data is available, you want to update it. Okay, so or you want to create a fresh data. So that means you want to create a new record, or do you want to update the existing record? Or okay, so there is one more option also, add new, and okay, update existing reports. So these are all options we will see. Okay, these two we will see later, but okay, so let's focus this only first. Okay, so let me create a new record. Just click on this. So it will ask, okay, match by with name. Okay, you want to match. Okay, so which user or field, okay, or designate like second owner or something. Okay, right now we don't need this. Okay, so no worries, like whether it is like taking ID, so the relationship. Okay, so which relationship you want to give. So this is something, okay, which we have to give, because so this is mandatory, right? So patient info, this payment, okay, so which is the master detail or lookup which is connected, right? So this we need to select. Okay, so I guess this is also not required like when you are okay creating new data, but for existing this is required. And okay, so the next step is like what it is asking, like where is your data located. So either okay, so CSV or drag CSV file here. Okay, first do we did we create any CSV so far? So we haven't created any CSV data, right? Yeah, so okay, we have to create first CSV data. Okay, and then we have to just upload that data through the CSV format. Okay, so first what we have to have, so we need to have a data first. Okay, so within a CSV format, so that CSV, which is something like Excel format only. So we have to create one Excel. Okay, now and within that Excel, okay, we have to convert that Excel to CSV format. And then, okay, so if within that CSV, if I have like 50,000 records or 5,000 records, okay, there is a limit here. We can just do only till 50,000 records at a time. We can import up to 50,000 records. Okay, so using this data loader, you can just do only till 50,000 records, not more than that. Okay. So let me just copy paste this condition also. Okay, import, you can just do only till 50,000 records. Like if you are using data import wizard. Okay, so these are all steps. Like first, okay, we need to select the object, and second, so what action like you want to perform on that object, and then so what is the data. Okay, so and then so if this is done, like first data part is over, and then so we have to do like edit mapping, and then okay, so it should be like something start import. Okay, so these are like 3 steps we need to perform. Okay, so the first step is okay, almost over. So what we need to do, so we have to go to let me just okay quickly create one Excel. Open, okay, so Excel. Okay, so this is the Excel. Okay, like from Excel itself, okay, I want to just upload data to Salesforce. Okay, so how we have to do, so we have to do like through columns only. Likewise, okay, we will give name. Okay, so if I want to just store, okay, student information, we will give like student name, student marks, like that, right? So likewise, okay, we will be giving here. So the, but okay, we have to mention all the fields here. Okay, if I have like 20 fields, I need to mention each field. So each column, okay, so each field, each column. And so this is for name. And okay, so if I just go back and control you, so that okay, it will be clear. So what and all, so one is the name. Anyways, okay, name is like auto number, no need to give also. Even like if you give also, so it will by default, it will consider that format only. Okay, and second is patient required, so copy this. Okay, so is patient required, and okay, so patient info. Simply, okay, you just need to for mapping purpose, we have to give this labels, okay, for understanding. So this is just a field, right? So this is just a field. I'm just okay mapping that field. So payment mode. So if I have like payment mode, like okay, so if you have like multiple fields, so I think okay, these are sufficient. So these are all okay, I'm giving. So but mostly okay, so if you just see any other process, okay, so it will be something without okay like this. So it should not be having okay, double underscore C and all. Better, okay, so write in a format. Okay, so let's consider you are a user. Okay, user can't understand double underscore C. Okay, so all these, right? So which is only used by developer. Okay, so but this activity who will be doing, so user will be doing. Okay, so that's why okay, user cannot understand double underscore C and all. So we have to map anyways. Okay, user has to map. So that is why we have to just give labels only here. And then okay, so now just okay, type some data here. So name, can anyone like quickly say names? Okay, any name? Okay, so this is for like which is a payment, right? Yeah, so if it is a payment, okay, I want to give like pay 005. This is the name of pay. Okay, so 6 7 like okay, 15 I was okay, I'm giving like 5 2. So 15, but anyways, okay, it will consider a new format, and already we have a data I think till 12, right? So what is the latest data? Latest report. So within this, yeah, this is 12, right? So from 13 it will consider. Anyways, okay, it will create like this within this format. So if you give or if you don't give, okay, so it will consider so this format only, because which is auto number. If you give like which is a text format, then so what and all like text you are entering, so it will okay accept the text. So is patient required? So you just need to give either true or false. Let me give, okay, for the 13 one I'm giving true. Okay, so 14, okay, I'm giving false, and just copy paste. Okay, so I don't give like some value, by default it will take false only. If I don't give value, by default it will take false only. Even okay, so if you don't give this value also, no issues. Okay, it will consider false only, because default it will take as false only. So if it is like, okay, something true, like it will be considering that is true. Okay. And the patient info. So patient info is like which type? So yeah, patient info, which is a lookup. Okay. So I need to mention the ID here. So to which object? Okay. So it is being looked up. So this, okay, something. I can also take another. Both are same, I guess. This is different. For this, okay, it is something different. For this, okay, it is something different. It will throw error, okay, because these are mandatory, right? So it will throw error. So while, okay, you are mapping. So because if this data is not available, it will throw an error. Let's see that also, okay. So payment date. So payment date is something, okay. So, so this is the payment date. Even if it is blank, so no issues. Anyways, it is not a mandatory. And with this date, like you should be very, okay, we will have some issues with dates, okay, because so Excel sheet, okay, will consider within a different format, and Salesforce will consider that with a different format. Okay, so maybe if format is different, so it will throw an error. So we may get like data type issues. Okay, so payment mode, let me take this payment mode as phone pay. All the values, okay, you can just so the same, okay, activity like we are doing. So what we have done for the code, what we have done for, okay, normal creation of data. So all the activity like we are doing, okay. So the same activity only we are doing. So if you don't mention, okay, so by default, okay, either it can take like any cache, or okay, if you select like while creating feed, so if you just by default put cache, so it will consider that as a cache. If you don't place, so it will take like none or something, okay. So payment number, so which is something, okay, I'm giving like this in this format, pay 1 2 3 4 5. So okay, yeah, for all these, okay. 1 2 3 4 5 4 6 4 7 4 8 4 9 50 51. Okay, so these all will be created within the system. So this is the data I want to pass. Okay, so it is containing like how many records? 2 to 12. I mean, okay, 11 records, right? So total 11 records. Okay, we are okay, inserting this data to Salesforce. So they are to like total 11 records. Already we have like 12 records. Now 11 records total. How many? How many total? 12 plus 11. I don't know. Okay, so 12 plus 11, total 23 records. Right. So let me just quickly save this into documents. Just write insert data import wizard, which object. Okay. You can write like anything, no issues. Okay, by okay, when you are just doing this, so save as type, it should be like, okay, CSV, because when you are updating, like when you are inserting data, it is asking like which format, right? So okay, you have to take like CSV. Better to consider this like CSV MS DOS. So this format, okay, so you have to save as, right? Save this, click on OK. And here, okay, so select no, because, okay, so again, like it will be saving this as Excel format. So, okay, this is something, okay, book one, which is Excel. So we'll take that. Okay, so let me just quickly see if CSV is ready. Okay, then we just need to choose that file. So where it is like under documents, insert DW payments, right? So this is the CSV file. Okay, so it contains like 11 records, 11 or 12, 11 records. Yeah, it is saying yes. Okay, so it is fine. So it is a CSV format. So if that is not supportable, you have to convert that to CSV format, and okay, you have to just check the format and also, okay, everything, and then click on next. So now, okay, you can, the first step is over. And now okay, we are entering to second step. Okay, so within the second step, so it is asking like mapping this data like which you have entered within that Excel. Okay, so this name should be mapped to some other field. Okay, so this name, this is patient required, so it should be mapped to some other information. Likewise, okay, we need to map that, okay, so that, okay, it will understand, okay, so to which data like you are actually want to connect, okay, want to create within the system. So these are all the, okay, mapping fields like you can see here. So the first CSV header is like name. So we have only like 10 minutes left. This is the map, okay, you can just change the labels also, okay. So yeah, I have mentioned like is patient required. So this is a Salesforce object, and okay, automatically it considers, so this is patient required, okay. By default it will just check based on the name. So if you just give, okay, patient info here instead of, okay, so this value, so it will consider a wrong data, okay. So by default, okay, it will be checking automatically, so based on your name. So this is Salesforce object label, and this is our CSV header, which we, okay, just now we created CSV, right? So this is the data, right? So payment number, so this is the payment number which is already connected, but let's consider, okay, so you have given some other name, but you want to connect this to payment number. So with the same data, then you have to just click on change. You can select, okay, so let's consider, okay, I have not selected. Now I have to just payment number, automatically you will get that. So you just need to select and click on just map. Okay, so this is not mapped. So just, okay, map, click on that map. So if it is not mapped, okay, it will just confuse like somewhere, okay, it can also confuse. So that, okay, so it will just give you an option to select, okay. So map this and check for name. Do we have name? Name. So we won't get name because which is automated number, right? So okay, so even like if you give that data, so it won't consider because backend which is auto number. So okay, no need to map this, okay. So no worries, like even if you map, if you don't map, okay, it doesn't matter. So payment number is mapped correctly, and payment mode which is mapped correctly. Date in info is patient required, is patient required, okay, all mapped correctly. So okay, you can also see like example, so how it, okay, so the first record we have created it like say 5 6 7, it is showcasing the data here, which data like we have given, so it is showcasing here, right? So this is the format like which we have given like 4 5 6 7 like this, okay. So all it is displaying. The first step, okay, you have to choose the file, okay, object and all, and then second step you have to just map that to a specific object, okay, and their respective fields. And the third step, you just need to, okay, click next. For third step, it will just, okay, ask you, yeah, or whether like you want to start import. So before this, like it will showcase you. So for which object? Payments object. So what is the action you are going to do? Add new records. Okay, so which file you are using? So this is a file. So it will showcase you. If any other error or something, okay, it will just mark that. So as a red, okay, red indicator. But right now everything is good. And here like it is also showcase you how many fields mapped. So total how many fields we have created? Fields, okay. How many fields? Total 6 fields, right? But out of 6 fields, only 5 are mapped, okay? Because this is left, right? So this is auto number. So that is why it is not allowing the user to map it, okay? So how many like unmapped? Only one field. So that is name field. Okay, you need to identify. Let's consider, okay, if you are just creating, okay, 30 fields. Out of these 30 fields, okay, so you can have like only 5 fields which are unmapped. So remaining 25 fields, okay, which can be mapped, right? So in that case, you need to identify these 5 fields. Why these are not unmapped? Why these are not mapped? So you have to go to that. So if everything is fine, yeah, even okay. So 25 fields are sufficient. 5 fields, okay. If it is excluded, then that is also fine. In that case, you have to just click on start import. Otherwise, you have to go back to previous. Okay, so previous screen, you have to just, okay, so change that mapping, and then you have to come back to next position. Okay, so next place, right? So this is also you can see. Okay, so likewise it will be showcasing. So like we are ready to start import. Okay, so just click on start import. So then what it will do, so it will just generate all the data, so within this single click. Okay, so click OK to view your import status on the bulk data job. Okay, so it will also tell you, okay, so it will just give one job ID. So this is the job. bulk data job. So, okay, so it will just showcase you what is the operation, what is the job type, and okay, so who submitted this, and start time, end time. Okay, so how much time it took okay to complete that activity, and how many batches, like one batch only. So this batch, okay, which will be considered something like default 200 or something. So progress like 100%. So means okay, which is completed. So which is done. Okay. So the action is done within one okay second itself. Like. So progress is like 100%. So records processed, how many records like we processed. So you can also see within Excel. So how many records like we processed total 11. So out of 11, okay. So how many failed? Oh, total failed. Total failed. So what could be the reason? Status closed. Total 11 failed. Okay. So might be okay. So I was thinking about like this date wise. So might be okay some issue. That is why okay. So otherwise like okay, it will showcase like 0 here. So okay, that means everything is perfect. All 11 okay got failed. So if you like just go to payments, you can't even see a single record. Okay, you can see only like the existing records only, but you can't see a new record which is created from this CSV. Okay, so let's quickly go like what is the error. So where we can see that. Okay, you can just see here. Okay, so view request or view result. So for this job, okay, so total like 11 got failed. So just quickly, okay, so see like what happened. Click on view result. Click on this. Okay, so CSV like which is being uploaded. You can see all these. Okay, so what happened for each data. So it will be showcasing to us. So what happened? So success false, 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 and so invalid foreign key XML ID not found for field name, entity, patient info. Patient info. All are same, right? Like missing required fields, patient info. Okay, so foreign key XML ID. So this is not found for the field name, entity, patient info. Okay, so for some records like we have not given, so definitely okay, it will throw error because it is checking as a validation, right? So I told like validations which are like standard validations and custom validations. Okay, so which is required at page layout or maybe at field creation. So these are all required. So the first, okay, so what and all which are blank. So okay, for all these records it is showcasing the second okay error. So this error, okay, so missing required, missing required, missing required. So that means okay, it is missing some data. And the second, okay, so which you have given data. So the second error, like this is saying, okay, so this data is not valid. So this is not available. So for this patient info, let me just, okay, so quickly just take one patient, patient number 4. Here, so let me just give Naga Venkata Lakshmi. Let me just give this SCA Raja M, the patient names. Okay, so for it should be like okay, same only for again like it will throw error. Okay, so it is not available. So these are fine.